Hello!
Ooh.
We are going to cover the Champawat Tiger.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so the Champawat Tiger was a Bengal tigress responsible for an estimated 436 deaths in Nepal and the Kumaon area of India during the last years of the 19th century and the first years of the 20th century.
And
Her
just
attack.
curious, because for a perspective here,
Yes.
what is the estimated kill count of the of like the highest estimated kill count of an actual like human serial killer that we could compare?
Uh, I'll have to look that up. Highest serial killer with highest kill count. Uh, I believe that will be a Harold Frederick Shipman, known acquaintances as Fred Shipman. He was an English general practitioner who is believed to be one of the most prolific serial killers in modern history. Oh shit. On January 31st, 2000, he was found guilty of murder of 15 patients under his care, and his total number of victims was approximately 250. Shipman was
Damn.
sentenced to a life imprisonment with recommendation that he never be released. He died
Shit,
by
man.
suicide by hanging on January 13th, 2004, a day before his 58th birthday. Was he a
So that's
serial
still half.
killer, or he was just a he was a general practitioner? Yeah, apparently he was a fucking
Yeah.
prolific serial killer as
He
well.
was,
Holy shit.
yeah. There's another guy that was there's actually kind of a own genre of doctor
And
serial killers
there's probably
and their serial killers
there's
too.
probably another person with a higher kill count. That's just the one that popped up first.
Yeah, yeah. But that's getting our idea. That's still half the amount this tiger's killed
Yeah, yeah. This
people.
this tiger is definitely, we can definitely label, because this tiger is not a man eater. This tiger is literally just it mauled people. Man
Mm,
eaters are classified when they actually go to like actually eat the person,
mm.
and this one
So yeah,
is just did a vicious attacks.
so damn. So
But yeah,
this is almost even more sinister.
yeah. This is literally just animal on a rampage. Her attacks have been listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the highest number of fatalities from a tiger. She was shot in 1907 by my boy Jim Corbett. Oh, Jim fucking Corbett. We're gonna cover Jim Corbett in a later on, but he is a badass. He fucking went around, and any like time there was a fucking tiger or something or animal that was going on a rampage, he was the motherfucker that went and tracked it down. He was a
Yeah,
prolific hunter.
I believe he took out a pair of leopards that were or jaguars was leopards or jaguars that were killing a bunch of people,
But
and
yeah, Jim Corbett is a
yeah,
badass.
yeah, he goes to kill the specific ones so people don't kill everything.
Yeah. He literally goes to kill the ones that have like a problem with killing humans. He didn't go hunting for sport or anything like that. It was his job.
He's basically he's the fucking sheriff. He's the ranger, Texas Ranger of big cats.
Not just big cats, just animals in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think he's got a few bears under his belt as well.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'd have to look.
he's got a prolific history. Oh, we're gonna cover him. We're gonna cover
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
We will cover him. But yeah, okay. So, according to Peter Bryan, professional hunter and author from Nepal, The tiger began her attacks in a Rupal village in western Nepal, Himalayas. Hunters were sent to kill the tiger, but she managed to evade them. Eventually, the Nepalese army was called in. Despite failing to capture or kill the tiger, soldiers organized a massive beat and managed to force the tiger to abandon her territory and drive her across the border, River Sarada, into India, where she continued her killing activities in the Kumaon district. The tiger would adjust her hunting strategy so as to best hunt and evade humans. Traveling great distances between villages, as much as 42 kilometers in a day, and her new territory, both to claim new victims and evade pursuers. Her behavior became more like a Siberian tiger in her habits, and creating a large territory to encompass multiple villages in the Kumaon region.
Oh, and that's actually reminds me of a specific story about Siberian tigers and why they're really feared,
Oh
and
shit.
and how extensive their territory is. There's the dude that he's lived in this area for a long time. He's he lives in the wilderness in Siberia, and he did some hunting, and he went off into the deeper into the forest, shot a deer, killed it, dragged it miles and miles back to his shack. Little did he know that apparently that was the territory of a Siberian tiger, and that tiger stalked him all the way to his shack, broke into his shack, killed him, and then took his deer.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's Siberian tiger.
I don't care what people say. Animals can be serial killers.
Yep.
Right. With Champawat being close to the center of her territory. That was I didn't finish that sentence. Most of her no, it's fine. Most of her victims consisted of young women and children, as they were the ones most at risk due to their routine of going into the forest to collect resources for feeding livestock, collecting firewood, and crafting. All her kills happened during the daylight, as Corbett writes he is not aware of a single case of a man-eating tiger killing a human during the night. Huh.
Huh. I didn't
Started
know
getting
that. I would
attacked.
think that they're. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I would figure there was some.
I figured that they would be active in the night
Yeah, but apparently not.
and
Apparently,
hunting.
but their prey isn't active at night. So I mean, their prey
Yeah,
is
that is
literally become
true. That is.
their prey
Yeah.
is humans. So they're following our patterns and stuff. They're hunting.
But
They're being a skilled hunter is all that's doing. That's all that is.
mm,
Life across the region grew paralyzed, with men often refusing to leave their huts for work after hearing the tiger's roar from the forest. Oh shit! So if you're a person that was like getting attacked or something, there was like nobody gonna come and save you.
no. Yeah, it was widespread, like little villages and little like even just like sub villages, like of communities of families, kind of like spread around. I'd imagine. Wonder what a house in Champawat looks like
In
at this time.
1907, the tiger was killed by British hunter Jim Corbett. The tiger had killed a 16-year-old girl, Primka Deva, in the village of Fingar. Fungar? Fungyar?
Fun year.
Near the town of Champawat, and left a trail of blood which Corbett followed. After nearly getting ambushed by the tiger while investigating the remains of its victims and scaring her off with 2 shots from his rifle, Corbett had to abandon the hunt, deciding to use villagers and to organize a beat the next day in the Champawat River Gorge. With the help of the... Oh yeah, okay. So, I I don't know why they decided to use this word. Okay, so they decided to use the word Te- Tehelisador. Do you know what a Tehelisador is?
No.
I'm about to explain what a fucking telesador is. A telesador is a fucking tax officer accompanied by revenue inspectors. They literally could just fucking say a tax collector.
Yep.
instead they give it some fucking weird ass name because it's in India and Pakistan.
Baby zombie, baby zombie,
Okay,
baby
so
zombie.
with the help of a fucking tax collector of Champawat, the beat was organized with about 300 villagers, and the next day, about noon, Corbett shot the tigress dead. Corbett's first shots hit the tigress in the chest and shoulder, and his last shot made with the tax collector's rifle to keep it from charging him after he ran out of bullets. Hit the cat in the foot, causing it to collapse 6 meters or 20 feet from him. Whoever fucking is doing this writing is shit.
Yeah.
A post-mortem on the tigress showed the upper and lower canine teeth on the right side of her mouth were broken, the upper one in half, the lower one right down the bone. This injury, a result of old gunshot, according to Corbett, probably prevented her from hunting her natural prey, and hence she started to hunt humans. Further examinations made by Corbett during his hunt for the tiger incident that the cat was in healthy condition physically other than her teeth, and that she was about 10 to 12 years old. After bringing down the Champawat Tiger, Jim Corbett acquired a reputation as the leading hunter of man-eaters. The ability served him well at a time when deforestation and diminishing prey were driving more and more tigers and leopards to hunt humans for food.
So it was like, yeah, I think I remember like reading that it was kind of becoming a common thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect if their territory is getting so low and we're in their territory and they have no
it's
food?
what's happening. It's exactly why shark attacks are going up. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, when it comes to shark attacks, that's solely just all we have to do is stay out of the goddamn ocean.
Yeah.
like that.
And
That's the most
and guess
fucking
what?
simple.
Used to be completely fine within like very very minimum like attacks on the beach, but then you started taking away all the food from them, so they get closer to shore.
And that is the Champawat Tiger.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
really much to.
that's interesting about like the theory though
Yeah,
of
yeah,
why
for sure.
because it's kind of a man's own doing that it like a bullet wound. I'm sure it probably saw that maybe it even saw
It
that
wasn't even a.
what
I wouldn't even call it a bullet wound. It was just someone shot it and it broke its tooth,
yeah.
and so it couldn't. Which I don't see how that would like deter it from like hunting its natural prey when humans are just
I
as
feel
hard.
I feel like that would definitely be an explanation of maybe that was the explanation, but it wasn't because it couldn't eat its natural prey. It was just because it got fucking pissed off that some asshole shot it in the face.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then
For
started
sure.
killing every human it saw.
And I
Elephants.
love.
I mean, it's really common for elephants to do that. That's like an actual just known thing that elephants will just like. So they will go after specific people. They don't usually just target humans in general. That some will hate humans, but elephants will actually take it to the next step and actually remember who the actual fuck the individual was, and like if they're close enough, they will track them by scent.
Yeah, I fucking love how
with a whole squad of elephants.
yes, elephants are fucking they are vindictive, but that's because they don't. Elephants have the best memory out of all
Yeah.
animals. But I was gonna say I love how the fucking Nepal army, they weren't even going to deal with it. They literally just chased it out of the Himalayas and was like, "Welp, that's dust the hands off our dust the dust off our hands. That's job well done. Let India handle that."
Yep. It's down there where it belongs.
And they didn't name. I guess because they don't want to respect them enough, but they didn't name it. But we came up with a name for it. We came up with a name for her. It's a female tiger. Do you remember? Do you remember? And it was you that came up with the name, actually. Do you remember?
No.
Maully.
Why? What was the joke? I don't get it.
Maully. I'm guessing it's a play on the.
Shit, yeah. Yep, I just got it. Got it. Molly worked. But yeah, that wasn't the only like big man killer there was actually I think it was like the second worst ones that particular hunter took out.
Yeah. Jim Corbett.
I think that pair of leopards even has like their own page too, I think.
Yeah, but that's for another episode. And since we're done with the thing, I believe we can end this episode, actually.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye. That was
Bye-bye.
the. Oh wait, you know what? We can't do that. We cannot end with a bye-bye on when we cover true crime. We got to end on something different. Yeah. Magustalations. How about that? Magustalations. Give a shout out to the boys. I'm gonna say Magustalations for now until you can come up with something.
Okay.
Magustalations.
Goodbye.